Every second new moon. Every second new moon. I can't believe it.
Jeez, I didn't think beats were that bad.
No, Mac. This isn't just a bad pair of headphones. It's what those headphones were playing. It killed him. The Sonic Chronicles soundtrack killed him!
Dang, that's too bad.
You're heartless.
That is factually correct.
Okay, well, you're a computer. What do we do to bring him back?
Garrett, he's dead.
Mac, you just don't believe in life after life.
Please stop.
Wait, so is he actually dead? Did he die?
Grandpa, you hate everyone.
Everybody calm down! Holy crap, we're getting way too worked up over this!
Initiating
Holy
kill.
crap! Hey guys, how we doing? Oh, Brian's dead on the floor.
I think I have a way to bring him back.
Oh, great, dandy, darn... What do we do?
Figure out the best video game song of all time and play that for Brian instead.
Oh, okay, so it's like True Love's Kiss, but instead the song is kissing the listener's ear. I don't know, let's just do it. Yeah, I don't know what to do after this. We wrote the line, and that's all I got to... Hey, welcome to RTTTA. We make dandy old good old fine hunky-dory videos over here. Holy crap! All right, Mac. I think we're getting somewhere. As a musician and video game composer, music in video games is of course beyond important to me. Video game music always caught my attention because I loved the different way composers had to approach it compared to linear composition like film or television. So then, what are my favorite musical pieces in video games? Disclaimer, this is my list. I'm not intentionally picking the most popular video game songs or whatever. Also, picking top 17 was a massive pain, so just so you know, number 17, heck, even number 25 would be like practically like treating it like number 1 to me. These are all incredible pieces. Okay, let's get on with the video, shall we? Let's edit to the next part right now. Let's put in the number 17. Let's start this off with the ending to one of the greatest galactic adventures in video game history, Super Mario Galaxy 2.
What about Galaga, Space Invaders, the original Super Mario Galaxy, Metroid?
What's Metroid?
Something you never got to experience, kid. Likely thanks to Metroid. Other
SSSHHHHH. We don't talk about that one, for Lee's sake.
Is there something I don't know?
Let it go, Garrett.
Anyway, I can't believe this game is already as old as it is. But this game nor its predecessor have aged a day for me, including obviously the music itself. It's just as magical of an experience now as it was when I first played it all those years ago. But of all the pieces throughout both games, the staff roll of Galaxy 2 is definitely the greatest. I had already brought up this song a while back when I was forced into a situation to tell my 4 best end credits pieces and whatever, and like, you know what, just play back that one part where I do the thing. You did it, Garrett! You just played one of the best fighting games ever! Oh my god, something! Oh my god! Yeah, that's basically all you need to know. Yeah, you're gonna be seeing a lot of Koji Kondo on this list, and for good reason. As for this piece, it's silly, ridiculous, and a ton of fun.
Also nostalgia.
Yeah, yep, that would be a contributing factor.
You just admitted you're biased.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No.
Yes.
Nintendo 64 backed me up on this.
Are we serious?
Super Mario 64 is the best ever.
That's not what I was asking for.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
You asked for backup from the one that runs this game. That's not biased at all, no.
Okay, fine. GameCube, please back me up on this.
Yeah, Melee is the greatest. Sorry, what are we talking about?
Just like Koji's other amazing work, simplicity is key. And yet, in a way, this song is kind of complex, too. Also, what is this banjo? I love it. It's so stupid. The The track is a rendition of the main theme for the game, which has a fantastic melody, as silly as it is. But I mean, come on, we should all agree this is like the best version of it, right? Because my opinion is the only valid thing here, right, Mac?
I need an adult.
I remember hearing this for the first time when I got into that secret stained glass Princess Peach window as a little kid and having so much fun just speeding down that slide and hearing this music play. And as many of you are probably aware, Super Mario 64 is one of my absolute favorite games, so the music from this game holds a special place in my heart.
Someone spell bias for me.
B-I-U-C.
You could say this is pretty recent, but I mean, it was in that platinum demo like over a year ago, and then in that other demo before. You know, I've had time to form this opinion, okay?
Are we seriously calling this list legit?
So Yoko Shimomura is definitely a veteran in this industry, with plenty of other well-known pieces from games such as Street Fighter 2 and the Kingdom Hearts series, but this might be my favorite piece of hers. What I've learned is she's very good at waltz music, because even just within Final Fantasy 15, there's another piece called Starlit Waltz, which is also just absolutely wonderful. Final Fantasy always tends to have utterly magical pieces, and Yoko did a fantastic job capturing that with this piece. The first time I heard this, it was an instant favorite. The melody and harmonies are beautiful. Initially, I thought this was the theme for Final Fantasy 15 when I heard it in the Platinum demo. Listen, I think Somnus is an incredibly powerful song. Stand By Me is cool. I mean, heck, they got Florence on it, but like, come on, this should have had far more significance than it did. It pops up like once or twice. Like, why would you waste Yoko's brilliant work like this, Tabata? Also, orchestras cost money, and what were you thinking when you decided to keep going like that? And why does this game feel so thin? Also, where's the story? Why does the Chapter 13 suck? Also, why the heck can't I drive around Insomnia at any point? And also, why? Luckily, a slower version cues in its ton during exploration, but like, this full version is just gorgeous. I remember even this song coming on in my car randomly a while back, and I remember that I couldn't help but just do this. Wow, what a great song! Now, I'm sure to some of you, choosing this track was probably a given. This is likely among the most well-known songs in video game history. But that doesn't mean it's overrated, because it's not.
It's overrated. Let me have my moment, SNES.
Wait, did you seriously just call him SNES?
He doesn't deserve respect.
Although it is fairly simple and does nothing to show the amazing capabilities of the Genesis FM sound chip,
Overrated.
I think that's what makes it so wonderful. It just defines the youth and beginnings of the Sega Genesis and moreover Sonic the Hedgehog. This is one of those songs where it just sounds like the beginnings of what would become one of the most iconic cartoon characters of the past 25 years.
What's so funny?
Well, when did Dreamcast get here?
What? Are you scared?
Hey, I still beat you in sales.
Anyway, I just hear this and I think this is where it all began. As for the song itself, it's simple and very effective. The arrangement is actually really nice and helps define exactly what it needs to without ever needing a crowd of chords to help define the progression. The progression is simple and yet almost not. It's not really complex and yet at the same time it kinda is. Also, who could ever forget this beginning with the synth brass? What I find interesting about this intro that stands out, a formula the whole soundtrack had thanks to the genius mind of Mr. Masato, I bet I didn't say that right, is that there is an established intro that never comes back around. Once you hear that, it never loops back around to that again unless you die or whatever in game. It really stands out here. All in all, a fantastic piece that really defines the early days of Sonic and the incredible Sega Genesis. If you want to know how to compose a freaking absurdly epic intro with some stupid MIDI instruments to a freaking absurdly epic game with some stupid looking 3D models, look no further than Nobuo Uematsu's, probably not how you say it, Opening Bomb Mission. The entire intro of this game practically defined a generation of gaming, largely thanks to this song. The moment the Glockenspiel, this little thing, it kind of sounds like a bell. It's a cute little instrument. And strings hit those high notes, you immediately know what this is. But watching back this whole intro, I noticed something. Not only did the game visually transition seamlessly from a, at the time, beautiful 3D cutscene straight into the gameplay, it also did so audibly. It connects perfectly without the player even noticing, which in this case is good because you're immediately immersed into the city of Midgar. And the second half musically is exactly what was needed for the action taking place on screen. Like, holy crap, we're infiltrating a freaking power plant or whatever, boys, let's go, freaking take down these soldiers. Like, we all know Nobuo is a musical mastermind, but this piece right here just freaking proves it. Despite these crappy synths, he still evokes the perfect vibe and helps immerse the player further into the world of Final Fantasy VII. Wait, there's a higher quality version? Oh, mother, we're going in, boys. This is it. Where the frick is the remake? No more, you're killing me. Among my top 10 favorite video games is Wave Race 64, and just like how every other song in this list honestly deserves top 10, so should this entire soundtrack. Like, okay, maybe every other song in this list stands out among its soundtrack, but no, this entire soundtrack collectively should be in like the top 5 or top 10. But if I had to pick the best one, it would probably be the main theme, or more so the Southern Island rendition of it. Its arrangement is fantastic. The melody is among the most memorable video game pieces to me. The chords are so much fun, and I mean, yeah, nostalgia is definitely there. I never pick any of these based off of just nostalgia. Otherwise, you would have stuff like this in the list. I mean, seriously, listen to Wave Race 64 soundtrack for 5 minutes and tell me it sucks. Maybe the audio sucks, but the actual songwriting, the arrangements, the composing, it's really good. Like, holy crap, if these aren't brilliant pieces of frick. Where's that game? I need to play it again. Now, here's yet another piece that was in my top 4 ending themes. Now, I already previously went in depth about what makes this song so great, so I'm not really gonna get into that, but if there's anything I can say about this ending theme, it's that it's probably the most satisfying ending theme for any game ever. Like, you beat the game, and if this is all they reward you with, I'm fine with that. Because the way the credits, ending scenes, and music run together is just, it's just so satisfying. Wonderful melodies, harmonies, and fantastic arrangement from the one and only Koji Kondo. He is the gift that keeps on giving. Okay, who the frick was the genius that played Zelda's theme in reverse and went, oh yeah, that could be the new epic theme for Skyward Sword? No, I'm serious. I mean, even I was late to this info, but if you have no clue, let me just prove to you what I mean. Wow. Like, this piece is brilliant enough on its own, but it's the freaking Zelda lullaby backwards. Come on, you have to respect them for this. They had to work a new chord progression around this and everything. This takes some serious ingenuity. But even setting that aside, this piece is just beast. It's so incredibly epic, catchy, and just flat out beautiful. And it sounds so large and adventurous too, unlike the actual game. The B section of this track is also really quite something. A beautiful transition that helps give wonderful dynamic to the song before going right back into the main melody. Chills, man. Amazing stuff right there. If you want to know how to arrange and program amazingly with only something like 10 available channels to work with, Sonic 3 Knuckles should be at the top of your list of game soundtracks to study, and these 4 pieces stand out the most to me.
Oh my word.
Yes, I know, I'm cheating. This isn't gonna be a top 40, okay? One of the super cool things about Sonic 3 and Knuckles is how the second act of each stage is not only quite a bit different visually and gameplay-wise, but the music also changes. Act 1 of Angel Island is definitely more tropical, whereas the second act has the freaking island on fire, and the music as a result is quite a bit more aggressive. The first act of Hydrocity Zone has more of a swing to it, whereas the second act has a freaking giant wall chasing you, so the music speeds up the tempo and intensifies the whole vibe with its more aggressive sound. But these pieces are also just amazing. Like, the programming, the arrangement here, just listen to what's going on. Check out this riff right here. It's a good riff.
I have bowel issues.
And fresh off Triforce Chamber,
This is also pretty recent.
Completely valid.
Oh Lord.
What is a preterist?
Oh Lord.
Wait, how is it you're younger than me, but your voice is low? I am the evolution of your will. I am the final form.
this is ludicrous.
That's what I said when I was in my prime 30 years ago, you piece of gray metal.
Dad, that's racist.
It's cool, Grandpa Ness just needs the love of Jesus.
What?
Please don't ever call me that again.
Switch thinks he's an evangelist because he was gifted by God with mobility.
If you start singing in Target. This song is darn incredible. Beautiful, epic, and downright magical. The chord progression, the key changes, the melody, like seriously, this piece just speaks for itself. Easily one of my favorite themes for any Zelda game ever.
So beautiful.
Also, the second story's trailer music is incredible as well. Unfortunately, I have not seen that available anywhere as a standalone piece. Like, I wonder if, like, the composer's like, can we, like, actually let people, like, enjoy this? I want my stuff enjoyed. Like, why are you just gonna keep it in the freaking trailer? Easily one of my all-time favorite themes from both Nobuo and the Final Fantasy series. Terra's theme is truly one of the most simplistically beautiful themes in video game music. The marriage between the chord and the melody in this is like, this is a really good marriage if you know what I'm saying. Like, woo, they're having a good time. The arrangement is fantastic, adding to the melody but never getting too busy, always feeling necessary. Why did I write it in feeling? Always feeling necessary. Dear God, I can't write. Always feeling necessary. The B section is really nice too with its stepping up the scale. It just feels like adventure and beauty all mixed in one. All in all, this is absolutely one of my favorite video game themes of all time. To say this piece is from Link to the Past would be correct, but we all know it's been heard across all the franchise ever since. It's a wonderful piece of art. The melody is one of the most memorable of any song in video game history. Side note, considering the song is in 3/4, it could be a waltz. Maybe we could hear a waltz version of this? Maybe get Yuko on that? It's truly magic and I love it.
You've been using the term magic and magical a lot.
Because that's what these songs are. Magical. Something that gives you an experience. It has a sparkle to it. Beauty. I'm terrible at describing magical, but I think you get it. But if not, I'm screwed.
The writing in the show is just incredible.
Are you planning to bring this up every episode?
Yes, because it's essentially a self-aware joke, and we're totally not milking it at all.
That was a self-aware joke about your self-aware joke. Now here is a truly incredible piece. Never gets super complex or highly intellectual, but just enough to really catch my ear. The theme is full of mystery, question, suspense, serenity, and triumph. All things that take place within the incredible story and adventure of Final Fantasy VII, one of my all-time favorite games. Nobuo's brilliance shine here, not just because it's a brilliant musical piece, but because it tells a story. And at the end of the day, that's what sticks with us the most. This was always a treat to hear on the world map. I swear, if this is the worst game ever made. Why would they interrupt this music? This is such a horrible idea. And just like other Final Fantasy songs mentioned on this list, the Distant World's full orchestral version of this piece just...
I'm a computer, I don't have emotions.
I'm more curious as to how a computer monitor can generate a tear.
See, this is proof that computers shoulders and souls, and each one needs to be saved.
This remains to this day one of the most magical musical pieces I've ever heard. Like classic Disney magical. The bass line, if you could call it that since it's all harp, and the high part, can I just call it bass clef and treble clef? Will they get that? They both work together really beautifully. The chords are gorgeous and the way they're performed, I mean, there's so much I could say about this piece. It's one of the most iconic pieces in the entire series, and for good reason. Every rendition of it is beautiful. And I mean, really though, this is like as fairy music can get, and that's like a major compliment.
Okay, great, let's get on with the final two.
Yes. The icons. The legends. You seriously thought I was gonna leave this out, didn't you? You thought, oh, we need to run the title card. My bad. You seriously were hoping I wouldn't be the most cliche freak in history, huh? Truth of the matter is, this song is so popular because it's so incredible. And also the game was like the best-selling game of all time for the longest time. Not because it's musically some nutso piece of John Williams' brilliance, but because of its amazing, catchy melody that perfectly fits the vibe of the game. It takes forever to get sick of this song, and it's probably the most iconic video game song in history. Mainly just because just about anybody knows about it, whether they're into video games or not. Almost anyone could sing you this tune. And yet the thing is, this melody is not super simple. And neither is the harmony or the bass. And yeah, that's all they had. 3 notes. That's all you could put on the NES sound chip. That's all it could take. And those 3 notes created one of the most iconic songs of the past 4 decades. It's amazing and I love it, and it's just more proof that Koji Kondo is just like the greatest composer of all time, which leads me to... Yep, the #1 spot goes to this guy, and call me cliche all you want, but I'm dead serious.
So the top 2 go to the 2 games that started it all on the same system, released within 1 year of each other.
That's because I'm the father of all game systems.
Okay, you can't argue with that.
Who cares? Garrett says I'm his favorite.
You? No idiot. I'm his favorite.
He said he couldn't decide.
Well, then we're both wrong. How about that?
Jesus said the first shall be last.
Well, I had the least amount of sales, so I'm lost.
Don't even start that crowd.
I'm starting it.
Reminder that picking these top 17 was not easy. In fact, again, number 25. You know what? Let's do an honorable mentions of 18 to 25. Whoa, that was so pretty. Whoa, this is such a great song. Wow. Holy crap, why is stuff twitching on the screen? I love Super Mario Kart. What a great song. Wow, more Super Mario Kart. It's okay, frick. It's Mario Kart 64 now. I'm sorry about that. I was just, okay, now we're on Double Dash. But apparently it's still number 23. What? Seriously? How many songs do you have in one number? Okay, what the, that should not be on a CRT. What? That doesn't even make sense. 21's a great number. You get to drink. It's like Michael Jackson. Oh, she's cute. Yeah, she's cute. I can see why this is number 20. I can get behind that. Wow, more Koji Kondo. Yeah, real great originality. Lots of variety in here. Freaking Garrett. Oh my gosh. More Mario Kart Double Dash. What the fart is with Mario Kart Double Dash? I swear. More Mario Kart. Why the heck are we doing? It's like you're where is the originality? Okay, with that out of the way, let's briefly talk about the brilliance of the Legend of Zelda theme. First off, let's acknowledge that the original tune consisted of, once again, 3 notes, because that's all old Grandpa Ness over here can handle. Secondly, this piece uses something I absolutely love, which we call modal mixture. Now, Mario's theme also uses this as well, but it's a certain musical approach that kind of makes the music sound kind of heroic. This cool buddy of mine named Joshua actually does a video breaking down the genius of this piece and its use of modal mixture. I'm no massive music theorist, so if you want that technical stuff, Josh has got you. The chord progression is simple, yet at the same time insane. While Kondo's sound is nothing like Paul McCartney's, they both seem to approach music the same way. More often than not, the chords they're playing aren't incredibly complex. It's more so their ear for which chords to use where, and you end up with stuff like this that sounds incredibly natural and yet complete.
Okay, buddy, they're getting bored.
Can I just geek out for like a minute without boring the 12-year-olds? Oh, right, Brian's dead. What do we do again?
Garrett, you must sing for him the greatest video game song of all time, The Legend of Zelda theme by Koji Kondo, originally for the Nintendo Entertainment System in 1986.
Step aside, Mac. I've got this.
This took me forever to learn, but here you go.
Crying.
He's in a better place.
He was a good anthropomorphic unicorn that was incredibly loud and nuts and annoying and actually screw that guy.
Yeah, oh well, we tried. Brian!
Oh, for crying out loud.
What up, dudes?
You're alive!
We were this close.
Yeah, sorry, I lost over a year of sleep and I think I collapsed or something.
Wait.
You have got to be kidding.
Oh, hey guys, I was listening to this sweet track. Wanted to share with you guys.
No, Brian, don't do that. No, don't do that, Brian! Brian!
Stop it! Stop! No!
Garrett! What? Dude, there's like a mob of fans out there right now. They're like freaking out. They want like a Garrett club. They want to talk to you. Just tell them to go to my Discord. What? Discord? Yeah, they can communicate with other fans around the world, and sometimes I'm on and stuff. Oh. Nice. Dude, but there's gonna be so many people. It's not gonna be chill at all. Nobody's gonna be able to say anything. Chill Zone is the text and voice channel for my patrons. It's like as cheap as $1 a month. You can see new stuff I'm working on, and there's also streams that I do God knows when, and also you can just hang out, and it's more chill and crap, and yeah. Well, you really know your stuff. Just want you out of here as fast as possible. Peace. Hey Garrett, how do you guys get in here? Mac, explain this. Hey man, I just really need more of your stupid crap in my life, dude. Dude, we're literally the same person. I know, man, but my absolutely narcissistic behavior is just begging to know where else I can find myself on the internet. Instagram and Twitter, now get out. Yeah, man. You guys trying to... What is that? Redbubble. I know it's on... Did you buy that? Yeah, dude. You do understand we both shared the same wallet, right? Yeah, dude. Yeah, great. And then you're gonna tell me you got a 4K TV?
Yeah, I actually did.
Yep. What? Hey, so some of you are probably wondering where that Star Fox RTTTA is. Well, to be honest with you, I was way too ambitious. It's on hold indefinitely. Chase is the visual effects magician, and unfortunately, he's got a lot of work, and I'm so busy that it's just a little too much. So we'd still like to finish it, but hopefully that doesn't mean it's done when we're 28. I really, really apologize about this. Thanks for watching, and I appreciate your constant support. Thanks, guys. Peace.